So it looks like it's working this time. I've just boosted up the internet a little bit. So here I am with the cards for the week ahead. And the subject I want to talk to you about this week is energy protection. Someone messaged me over the weekend, and I don't usually check my messages over the weekend, but someone asked me, is it really necessary for me to themselves to protect my energy every day? And she went on to let me know that she felt like it was a chore, like something that she had to do that didn't feel fun because she has so many other things to do. And she wanted to know if it really, really helped. So I said what I always say when people ask me that question, because I get asked it a lot, is that yes, you must get into the habit of protecting your energy every day, especially if you're energy sensitive. If you know yourself to be a person who is aware of energy, or if you're a person that is working on developing your intuition, boosting your connection with your angels, working on becoming more intuitive, aligned with your soul path, working on your life purpose, then that means you're going to just by default be becoming more sensitive to energy, more aware. And I want you to know that being sensitive to energy, being able to feel it if someone, is negative towards you, or feel drained when you walk away from an interaction where maybe you think someone's drained you with the way that they think, or what they've been speaking about, or maybe you're aware. Have you ever had that feeling when you're walking down the street and you can feel someone staring at you, and you turn around and you realize there is someone staring at you? Or you just feel the sting. Maybe someone says something a bit nasty, or you read some nasty comments on social media, and that you can actually feel it. You have an emotional feeling, yet you're not even in contact with that person, or they're not in front of you, is what I'm saying. That means that you're energy sensitive. Now, becoming energy sensitive is natural. It's part of our natural, innate characteristics, because we are energetic beings, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience. So we are both physical and energy. So the spiritual energy of your body, the aura, your chakras, your third eye, your intuition, the meridians and the nadis that carry the life force energy, source energy through your body, they are all part of you just as much as your heart and your lungs and your kidneys and your other organs are also a part of you. It's just that because you can't see them on an x-ray, or you can't physically see them unless you practice clairvoyance, it doesn't mean that they don't exist. And when you encounter negative energy, a lot of toxic energy, a lot of fear energy, either from your own thoughts, because that's possible too, you can absorb that energy from your own thoughts, or from interactions that you're having. And even if you aren't picking up on a lot of negative energy, but you just interact a lot during your day, so you could be on social media a lot, you could be working in a shop or some other business where you come across a lot of people, that means you're coming across a lot of other people's energy, and that energy is absorbent because your auric field, your chakras, they're not solid, they are permeable, and partly to do with your own vibration and your own thoughts and where you are in life. Sometimes we're more vulnerable than others. You can ingest a lot of that energy, and it's just part of life. So it's not a bad thing. I don't want you to think that it's a bad thing to be energy sensitive, or to think that, there's something wrong with me because I can pick up on the atmosphere of a room, or I feel drained, or I feel overwhelmed through a lot of interaction. That is not a negative thing. It's part of who you naturally are. But you've never been given the tools, in a strong way, to fully protect your energy. And when you don't know how to protect your energy, and you don't really understand how energy works, you naturally absorb more of it, and it can affect you in really harsh ways. So it's really important that we learn this, whether you see yourself as being energy sensitive or not, especially if you're on the path of personal development, self-awareness, connecting more spiritually, because And when you connect more spiritually, you become more of who you really are. You're getting down to the core of your soul, your authentic soul essence, who you truly are, and why you're here and what you're here for. And therefore, that is part of becoming more sensitive, because you're no longer numbed out by the habits and the thought processes that keep people in a state of disbelieving, in a state of being unconscious of what's going on in their energy, or what is going on with the other realms. So please never feel bad if you're feeling impacted by energy, because it's, everybody at the moment is going through an energetic awakening. We're all going through this period of becoming more aware and understanding more about who we are and what our purpose is, and how to enact that purpose in a way that is for our highest good, but also for the highest good of all, because we're here for a reason. And that reason isn't just our own selfish reasons. It's much bigger, much bigger than that. So let me know in the comments, are you a person that protects your energy every day? Do you forget sometimes? Do you forget more than often than when you do it? And it's really important to protect your energy for many reasons, so many reasons to protect your energy. But one of them right now is because of this ascension, awakening energy that we're going through. Lots more people are in fear because of the big changes that we're experiencing and the big events that we're experiencing on the planet. So that is naturally, when we go through change, it can trigger insecurity. It can trigger feelings of self-doubt, uncertainty, distrust, old traumas from back, in your childhood, stress reactions, because we all have stress reactions to things that are things that we learn, these stress reactions, when we were younger. And they kind of, no matter how much work you've done, they can lurk in the background as a kind of a program that pops up when you feel powerless, or you feel afraid, or you feel in some way out of alignment. And so those stress reactions can trigger fear. So you start to, other people and yourself, you can start to think things that are out of alignment. You can act out in certain ways. And there's no shame in that, because as long as you're learning and growing and intending to clear out some of those old programs. So we know that people are releasing a lot of fear. How do we know? Because they're letting us know. They're putting remarks on social media. They're acting out. And that energy can be very impactful. And some of it we can call psychic attack. And psychic attack is when someone either knowingly or unknowingly sends you harsh energy. And that harsh energy can be jealousy, it can be anger, it can be hatred, it can be hurt. Someone can feel hurt by something that maybe you haven't done intentionally, but it's triggered them, and then they send negative energy your way in the way of thoughts or anger. Or maybe they react to you. And that psychic attack can cause physical and emotional pain, and can make you feel low on energy, fatigued for no reason. You can have headaches, backache, neck ache. You can have trouble sleeping. You can find yourself thinking very, very negative thoughts that out of nowhere. You can start to question yourself and lose confidence. So we have to be aware of psychic attack. And the best way to prevent yourself from absorbing that harsh energy, even, in the crossfire sometimes, if you ever scroll through the comments when there's a lot of people having a go at maybe a celebrity, and you actually can feel the impact of that energy that the haters are sending, that psychic attack, that can absorb. You can also psychically attack yourself. So if you're saying things to yourself like, oh, I'm stupid, or I'm hopeless, or oh, you idiot, that is you putting negative energy, you're attacking yourself. So you need to clear that. But you also need to remember to protect your energy every day, because if you protect your energy every day, and it only needs to take a few minutes in the morning, you will find that not only you are protected from those harsh energies flying at you, they won't have as strong as impact. Maybe they won't even hit you, but you are also strengthening your own energy, because you're looking after it. I always say this, it's like cleaning your teeth. You know, it's not just the instantaneous, momentary effect of protecting your energy and putting that bubble of light around you, maybe violet. I really love using violet or purple light because that is psychic protection. It protects you psychically. Or we can use other strong colors like maybe a really intense blue. Blue and violet are aligned with Archangel Michael, who we know to be the protection angel and who wanted me to talk to you about this today. Or you can use an intense green, and the green is the color of Archangel Raphael, who is the healing angel. So you could even use those in combination to protect you physically, emotionally, energetically, psychically, and you know, to protect your health if you wanted to use green. But also Archangel Raphael is a very powerful protector angel as well. Not as well known as Archangel Michael for that, but definitely someone to work with for protecting your energy and guiding you away from toxic energies that might be bringing you down and draining your vital life force. So protecting your energy for every day protects you psychically and intuitively, because when your energy is clear and it's not absorbing psychic attack, energetic debris, just the stuff that people release. You know, I find certain things like shopping centers, big shopping malls, really hard energetically because there's so much energy built up, cumulative in there. And, you know, there's all kinds of energy, a bit like hospitals and doctor's surgeries and other sort of institutional places can have a lot of that energy there too. Some of it is stagnant and some of it is active, but it's energetic debris. It's just there in the atmosphere and you don't want to be picking it up. You don't want it sticking to your energy field. And then of course you've got cords where people maybe that you're in conflict with, or that you're worried about, or you have other fear-based energy emotions with, or from your past or present, can be corded to you. And so a good psychic protection really looks after your energy and keeps it clean and clear, allows your chakras to move freely and process the life force energy through your body, and allows you to be intuitively switched on, aligned, in the flow. You know, it's when you have those days when you see the signs and everything feels aligned and everything falls into place. That's when your energy is flowing and you're really super connected with your angels and with source. And if you're not protecting, it's just like the car windscreen. You know, if you've driven your car at night with the headlights on and all of the bugs are out and they just all hit the windscreen. It's a little bit like that you're not protecting that beautiful permeable auric field around you, and those energies can come in and affect you. And then of course you start to spiral, you start to go down because you're weighed down with the psychic debris and the energy of the external world. So this isn't to create fear. It's not to make you feel like a helpless, powerless victim, because none of us are. But it's to give you the tools and the knowledge and the wisdom so that you don't become a victim of heavy energy. And you don't need to be afraid of it, because when you work with the angels and the archangels, they show you how to remedy those problems. They can help you to remove those heavy energies that you've absorbed so that you don't have too much downtime. You know, you're not sort of flat on your back trying to recover with a bad headache or feeling like you've got no energy. You can clear it, protect and clear energy, and just get on with living your life to the full. And of course, strengthening that energy field so that then you've got greater, I want to say control, but more, you feel more empowered with your energy. It's not all over the place. It's not being pulled on by so many different people. It's not being impacted and turning into like a sieve, leaking all your beautiful life force everywhere. Because we need to look after ourselves in that way. And really, we need to do that now more than ever. So Trish says she protects every day. Well done. I know you do. That's great. Because it makes a difference, doesn't it, Trish? I know you're working on developing your senses, and it really does make a difference to how psychic you are, how intuitive you are when you look after your energy in that way. Danielle says, I'm super sensitive, so I'm always protecting my energy, but sometimes I forget and the angels remind you to do it. That's really good. Yes, they always remind me too if I don't. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Dee. Hi, Danielle. Oh, sorry. Hi, Ida. I missed a few of you there coming on. So that's really our message today, is to protect your energy and to do it every single day, twice if you have to. You know, I work with clients a lot of the day, and you know, I also teach my programs. So I clear and protect my energy sometimes twice a day to help me to get through it, because I'm working with people who are releasing heavy energy, and I want to be really present and there for them. So I shield my energy and make sure that I'm transmuting any energy that comes towards me with the help of Archangel Michael and Raphael, so that I can be switched on and in the right state all the time. And of course sometimes things slip through your energy shields, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Just imagine how bad it would be if you weren't protecting your energy. That's what you need to think of. And so you've got to listen to your body, because your auric field, your chakras, your body are all highly attuned instruments for connecting intuitively, psychically to your guides and your angels, and to your soul. So when you're listening to them and not ignoring them, you are getting clear psychic messages. So, you know, if you get a headache every time you hang out with a certain person, you've got to pay attention to that. What's going on there? What's the energy exchange like? What are your thoughts like? Are you protecting your energy? And maybe sometimes the best protection that you can take is to walk away or step away from the situation as much as possible, or permanently, whatever you feel is right, what your guidance is. Because Archangel Michael has said to me very often, you know, sometimes humans don't protect themselves when it's obvious. You know, they try it and they say, why isn't my energy protection working? Why aren't the angels protecting me? But sometimes you actually have got to leave that job that's toxic for you, because no matter how much energy protection you're using, it's draining you. It's not good for you, and your guidance is to move on to the next thing, not cloak yourself with so much light that you are, you know, you have to put your armor on to go to work or go to that relationship. Yeah, Trish says a big difference it's made to her. Yes, and you know, and it only works if you use it, right? It's not just about thinking about it, going, oh, I must protect my energy, or Archangel Michael, protect my energy. I know this, that you can ask Archangel Michael to protect your energy. Please do. If you do nothing else, do that. But you also must take the time to look after your energy field, clear it, ground yourself, and put that energetic protection around you. If you can't visualize, intend it, speak it, sense it, and then feel, I'm safe, I'm protected. Because if you do it from the perspective of, oh, I've got to wrap myself in protection and all these people are attacking me and, you know, I'm not safe, then I won't say you may as well not do it, because you should do it anyway. But you're not going to have a strong protection if you come from fear. I mean, we do the best we can with what we have, right? So there's been times in my life when things have impacted me, and the people around me have been behaving in not very nice ways. And I've used my energy protection and had to keep doing it, because it was hard for me to get the mindset right. But you just keep doing it. And that means that then your angel guidance can come in. Then you can really listen to your intuition when you're not being pulled out of your energy by other people and other people's stuff. So Marie says, thank you. I now know why I was feeling so flat. I needed this reminder. Yeah. You know, when that angel said to me this morning, I'm going to be talking about protection today, I was like, it's something I talk about a lot, but it is my pet subject. And that's what I'm here for, you know, to serve. So there's probably, you know, you needed to hear that, and there's probably other people here that needed to hear that today, because we forget, right? We forget how important it is. And if you don't usually do it, try it. Start out this week doing it every morning, just a couple of minutes, and use one of my meditations on my website, the free stuff page. You've got the protect, clear and ground your energy meditation is up there all the time. Just use that if you need to, or use your own visualization, but it's very important. It's so important. Can I tell you that over the years of doing this work, I've worked with people with all kinds of medical conditions, all kinds of unhealable depressions, mental, emotional, and physical issues that, you know, they only came to see the angel healer as a last resort because it's not been on their radar, because, you know, they've tried everything else, they come to me. And by giving them that one meditation, the 18-minute, having one session with me, the 18-minute meditation, the Clear, Protect, Ground Your Energy, and my book, Loving Your Sensitive Self, I've got endless amounts of letters from people who've said that healed me. I'm now over my anxiety. I'm now finished with that depression. My mystery illness has disappeared. My eating disorder has gone away. Because they're sensitive people who didn't know how to look after their energy. And thank you, angels, right? So if you're thinking, oh, you know, it's just another woo-woo thing, it's not just another woo-woo thing. Energy is everything. And right now, we're in a beautiful spot, right? Worldwide. We have passed a massive test. So long time ago, before 2012, the angels showed me a vision that there was this ascension was to do with, and they showed me as a symbolic image of lots and lots of people getting on a bus or getting on buses. And then there were lots of people that didn't get on the bus that were left behind. And they didn't want to get on the bus, is the point. And the angel said that more and more people need to accept the light. They need to understand their intuition. They need to connect with their angels. And that's the awakening. And when they're awake, they will know the truth. They will know what to do with any challenge, worldwide or personal as well. And that means that they're on the bus. And as many people as possible needed to be on that so that the world could evolve, so that the world could move to the next step of enlightenment, healing, you know, all the things that we need to happen, the good things. And what has happened recently is that enough people were on the bus. So it's still happening. Of course, we've got to keep the stuff moving, the energy moving, but enough people were on. So we've just done a major, massive shift that is affecting the world, and we have to keep going with it. But that has also triggered a lot of fear for a lot of people. So a lot of people who are not yet in that awakened state, they still have time to do it, are lashing out. And that's why we have to protect our energy right now. As workers of the light, we must protect our energy, because you can get caught up in it, or it can just hit you from nowhere. And there's nothing to be afraid of, because we know we can clear it and we know we're protected, but we have to look after ourselves. That's what's important. We have to stay on the bus. I hope that makes sense. I wanted to write about it over the weekend, but I decided not to. I thought I'll talk about it on the video. So, well, let's just see what the angels have in store for us this week. And let me know in the comments, did you feel the shift? Did you feel the shift this weekend? We're building up, don't forget, until to the December 21st, which is another enormous shift. But there's so much light pouring in at the moment. So, Archangel Michael, what do we most need to know this week? We like a jumping card, don't we? Yes. So I'm pulling, what? Okay. I'm going to also pull one from the Angel Guides deck by Kyle Gray. I've received some beautiful decks from friends over the last few weeks. 3 beautiful decks. And I absolutely love them. And okay, beautiful. Oh, another one. Okay. All right, let's see. So let's look at the jumping card first. And this was the Archangel Gabriel. So this is the 8 of Gabriel, but I want you to take note of the image, which is the Angel Gabriel in the sky with all of these beautiful different birds flying in the same direction. So remember, what we're talking about is the energy, the shift of energy. This is a really positive card. So it's showing that the energy is moving in the right direction, and it's like we're all aligned. We're aligned with the higher purpose. We're aligned with the higher energy and with the angels. There's also to it's energy about moving forward and rising above the negative. So no matter how tempting it is to get caught up in conflict or ego stuff or drama, you're being asked to rise above it, to keep reaching for that higher energy. Another good reason for us to protect our energy, right? Because we don't want to be dragged down. We want to go higher, not low. So that I can see that in this card. It's really rise above. Now, it's also a card that can be about travel, things all moving, things that have felt stuck for some time. We've come out of Mercury retrograde, so things that have felt stuck will start to get moving again. They've been stuck for a reason. They've been slow for a reason. They've helped you to review, to look at things differently, to maybe bring in some guidance that you didn't know before, some research, but things are starting to move in the right direction. The second card, all right, this is a 4, the 4 of Ariel. I love Archangel Ariel. In fact, we've got 2 Ariel cards in this reading. So the 4 of Ariel, it shows this figure in the front, and he's kind of guarding. He's like protecting his home and his fortune, right? He's got the money there. He's got the house behind him. He's being sort of a little bit rigid in a way. And this is about resistance. It's about recognizing where in you're blocking yourself. Where are you not allowing the flow of life? This is also about balancing your giving and receiving. So are you doing too much? Are you giving too much, but you're not letting energy in? You're going to experience a shortage of some kind. You're going to feel lacking. You're going to feel empty, not enoughness. And the same goes as if you're only receiving. If you're only taking from people, or only letting yourself receive, but you're not giving, you're going to be out of balance as well, and things are going to feel maybe stagnant. Maybe you're going to feel bored. Maybe you're going to start to feel people moving away from you. So this is about balancing up your giving and receiving, but also recognizing what kind of resistance are you putting out into the world at this time. It's okay to be protective of all that you have. I say a prayer, and it's, Archangel Michael, please protect me physically, emotionally, psychically, spiritually, mentally, financially, and in all ways. So that you're using, you can even say sexually, you are protecting all of your things. But if we hold on too tightly to anything in our life, it fritters away. And that's because the universe is always showing us that energy is always moving. We can't hold on, we can't hoard. So where are you doing that? Where are you resisting? Where are you not allowing life to flow naturally? And then you aren't able to flow naturally into the next steps, the things that are waiting for you. So if you're feeling stuck in any way, this is a really good card. So your finances are protected. Everything that you've built up so far is protected. You've got the angel watching over it there. So you don't have to hold it all up here, and you don't have to grip onto it. Know that whatever you let go of will come back to you, in a different form. So I really love that card. So maybe I'm sensing here a little bit of fear of change, a fear of new energy coming in, and the angels are bringing this new energy in. They want you to be open to it. Stop resisting. Then we've got the outcome card, which is such a beautiful card. This one is all about success. It's abundance, but in all ways, not just financial abundance. But we mustn't forget that financial abundance is necessary. We need it. And we remember that the universe is infinite in its abundance. So as long as we're in integrity, the abundance that we receive isn't taking away from anyone else. You being happy, abundant, healthy, joyful, loved, doesn't mean that other people are going to run out of things. So you're being asked to work on your abundance and your fears around letting yourself receive, letting yourself have without sabotaging, without overworking, without going out of balance with your giving and receiving. What does your fear do? Does your fear stop you from receiving and make you only want to give? Or does your fear make you want to hoard and not give anything away? It's useful to know that. Everything's got to be always balanced. So things are working out. Things are starting to shift for us. Now, you're going to love this card that came out from the card deck. And this is Archangel Michael, Angelic Protection. So underlining everything that we've been talking about, protection in all ways, physically, emotionally, psychically, spiritually, and in all ways. You're protected. Everything's okay. Even if you make big changes, you're not going to lose anything. That's what the abundance is for, is to guide you through in the here and now. And then tomorrow or the next day or next year, you can worry about that then. It will flow to you. You don't have to be stuck. But this is reminding you to do your energetic protection. Put Archangel Michael with you in your aura. Ask him to wrap you in his wings as you sleep at night. And allow him to help you. So we pulled a second. There's cards everywhere. Ask and receive. Now, again, I love the synchronicity that it comes with this one. So allow yourself to receive the abundance that is coming to you. You've got to ask for it, and then you've got to let yourself be open for it to come. So many people do that. They say, I want more of this, or I want love, or I want a better business, or I want a business. But when they don't let themselves receive it, they're not allowing the universe and the angels to give to them. So Amanda says she pulled, which card did you pull this morning, Amanda? And you couldn't work it out for your guidance for the day. So we're doing, in the Angelic Communication Program, we're doing a part of it is learning to read the cards psychically with the angels messages coming through. So I'm asking everybody to pull a card every day and receive that message from the guidance from the angels. So sometimes when we're working with these cards, it's not so much the wording, it's the image. And sometimes there's a part of the image that really stands out, or there is a word that really stands out, and that's what we need to pay attention to. So let yourself receive, protect your energy, and make sure that you're in balance, because as much as the energy is really good at the moment, we do have to still stabilize as we're moving forward. So I'm sending you loads of love. Thank you so much for being here. And I always put this video up on YouTube, and it's also in my weekly newsletter that I send out on a Monday night. So if you want to receive it in your inbox, go over to my website, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get a little pop-up box come up asking you to sign in. Sign up for the newsletter, and then you can receive the video and my blog every week, as well as upcoming events. We have got the Archangel Raphael webinar next Friday, not this Friday coming, the one after, the 20th. And that is all about how to heal yourself and your energy, how to work with Archangel Raphael to heal others as well as yourself. We're going to be taking you through a really deep cleanse and healing with Archangel Raphael, which is going to be really amazing, really soothing. And I'm going to focus on psychic attack, because I can see it's one of the biggest things that's around at the moment. Lots of people are doing it. Lots of people are receiving it, especially if you're in the public eye. I've certainly had my fair share. And it's time for us to say no to that and start protecting, but show you how to clear it out of your energy, because it's so important that you know how to do that and sense it when it comes in, so you know what it is. So sign up for that Archangel Raphael webinar. It's only 47 Australian dollars. It's my monthly light activation webinar. There's only 2 more before the end of the year, so I'd love to see you at that one. Just pop over to my website and you'll find it there on the menu. Okay, have a great week. Angel blessings.